Hey, welcome to our cool channel. We are M3 Movies on YouTube. We talk about movies and films and stuff.
Hello! Welcome to M3 Movies. I'm Jack, and this week Brian is still out of town. So with me I have a very special guest, Jenny.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. This week is very special. It's a very special week.
Oh yeah, truly.
Yeah, because San Diego Comic-Con was this week, so we have a lot of news, a lot of stuff to get through, so it may be an extra long, or it may be normal length, but we'll see when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So let's start off with birthdays. Just getting right into things. Let's go jingle. Jingle!
It's your birthday!
This is a good jingle.
It really was.
God, I messed up the... Hold on.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, I got it. Thanks. Okay, we had today... birthdays for today, July 25th, not July 26th, like you idiots might think it would be. You idiots.
Why don't you do the...
What? Why did I do the what?
Why don't you do the ones for July 23rd?
Because I can't. Because IMDb only does the one for the day. They don't...
Okay, it's okay.
If I could, I would. Today we have Chantel Van Santen, Matt LeBlanc, Brad Renfro, David Denman, Miriam Shore, Michael Welch, Juan Pablo De Pace, D.B. Woodside, James Lafferty, Ileana Douglas, Estelle Getty, J.R. Ferguson, Iman, Walter Brennan, Barbara Harris, Catherine Kelly Lang, Preston Bailey, Woody Strode, Mason Cook, and Janet Morgulin. So, what? Oh, it's Margolin. You can point these things out to me.
I know, but I don't want to make you seem silly.
I'm bad at reading. Happy birthday to all you people out there with birthdays today. So let's move on to new releases. Jingle!
New releases, new releases, new releases. They're out today, or tomorrow, or next week, or maybe they're already out. Who's to say?
Do you want to read the first one?
Oh, Mission Impossible Fallout?
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
What? Amazing. But you just said, do you want to read the first one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
First one. Should I do the second one too?
No. Okay, Mission Impossible Fallout. Have you seen you've seen the trailers for this, right? It's the...
Oh, yeah. We saw it when we were watching The Incredibles? No.
Yeah. Incredibles 2? I don't know. I've seen it so many times, and it's the longest trailer ever.
And it looks like every other Mission Impossible trailer.
Yeah, but it's getting fantastic reviews.
Really?
Yeah, like I think it has... Let me look it up real quick. I think it has like 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, right? Oh, that's the first one. Give me a second. Mission Impossible... What is it, 6? Have they made 6?
Jesus.
Oh my god, it is.
It got a 9.2 on... What?
9.2 on IMDb, 97% Rotten Tomatoes, and 86% on Metacritic. I mean, maybe it's really good, but everything that I've seen of it has been, like, run-of-the-mill... I mean, I guess Marvel movies are still getting good reviews.
Hello. He went there. I don't know.
That's what I did in the last video that we had. When I talked bad about Marvel, I had the little thing that's...
Take your time.
I had the little thing that said I went there.
Oh!
You should check that video out if you haven't. The last video on this channel. It's pretty dope.
It really is.
I said dope. You haven't seen it?
I'm getting...
Jenny just mouthed to me that she hasn't seen it.
Buddy.
Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
I haven't seen the first one.
Neither have I.
My sister loves it. I like ABBA. I have to be honest. I like ABBA. Truly I do.
I honestly think the storyline to the first one was stupid.
Do you only know it from the 30 Rock episode?
Nope.
Oh, that's how I know it.
Oh,
there
really?
There was an episode of 30 Rock where they Mamma Mia'd it.
I remember that!
Yeah!
No, but just, like, the fact that, like, inviting 3 potential fathers just seems catastrophically stupid.
Yeah, and it was apparently... I haven't actually seen the movie, so maybe my sister can correct me on this. It was apparently to be done on the day of the main character's wedding.
Excuse me?
She was going to find out who the dad was on the day of the wedding, which was never a good idea.
Oh, yeah, because they were like, they need someone to walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
I wonder what it got on.
The first
Ooh,
one...
6.4, really killing it.
Yeah, the first one got, like, halfway decent ratings, I think.
No, the first one got a 6.4. The second one
That's halfway
currently has
decent.
7.3.
I looked up Mamma Mia and I accidentally typed Mamma Mia Mia.
Mama.
What does it have on the first one has, like, I think it's 56% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then the second one is kind of higher. Mamma Mia 2,
7.3. At least on
7.3?
On IMDb.
Right, yeah. I don't trust IMDb, though, because anyone can do that without even having, like...
Yeah, there's some bad
Yeah.
movies. Any Marvel movie.
Hey,
Who said that?
Oh my god.
What?
80% on Rotten Tomatoes, the new Mamma Mia
Average
has.
rating, though, is 6.3.
I mean, I guess that's higher than half. But, wow, I'm shocked. Meryl Streep is dead in this one.
For a second, I thought you meant real life.
No.
And I was like,
no.
I'm so out of the loop.
Alright, yeah, let's move on. Next one is Teen Titans Go to the movies. I don't know anything about this.
Is it the one that we watched that we were like,
No, that's Titans. That's a TV show. That was the trailer. We'll be talking about that later. Teen Titans Go is like that small children animated. They made a movie of it.
So the actual title is Teen Titans Go
to the movies.
That wasn't a joke you made.
No, that was like the
God.
Hillary Clinton Pokemon Go to the polls.
Oh, Jesus.
Again, this is another one that's getting kind of stupid good reviews. Do you want? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you better.
Teen
We
Titans
probably should have
Go
pulled
to
this
the
up
movies.
beforehand.
Whatever. 3 out of 4 Roger Ebert gave
That's
it.
the only review for it?
No, don't zoom in. No, it's just stupid. Teen Titans Go to the Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. Hold on, give me a second, everyone. I'm messing up.
You can always cut this part a little bit.
That would take time and effort, Jenny. I don't want to do that. 96%.
What?
96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently it's good.
What? I told you the show was kind of funny. The show was
Yeah.
kind of funny. Like, at first I watched it as a joke purely because it just seemed so bad.
Yeah.
But there were times where I was like, crap, they...
I remember when I was, like, younger as a wee little child, like, there were times that I wanted to, like, watch it, but I just didn't.
Not this one, the original one, right?
No.
The one where they were actually
No, this one,
teenagers.
Teen Titans
What?
Go.
When did this come out?
No, the movie is new.
I know,
babe.
babe.
I'm confused now. You confused me.
No, okay, so there was the original TV show where they were actually teenagers,
Yeah.
and then they came out with Teen Titans
Go.
Tots.
What?
No, it's not actually called Teen... They're just Tots.
Oh, right.
Teen Titan Tots. It has a better ring.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, where
Is
they're
what they, yeah,
smaller.
and I wanted to watch that when I was a wee little baby.
I thought this came out recently.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like when I was 3 years old.
Okay. So you mean like when you were 12?
More like 16. Let me look
Okay,
it up.
because I watched it when I was 16.
Teen Titans.
What?
Nothing. Just of course you did.
Listen,
Teen Titans
buddy.
Go. Also had the
9.5
series itself has 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. On IMDb, it has 4.8 out of 10. That's crazy. That is very low.
I'm telling you, teenagers are
2013.
watching this kids show, and they're like, dang.
So I guess
too
when I was
bad.
12, yeah, 2013.
Oh, it's spot on.
Just accidentally. All right. Yeah, that's it for new releases. Any that you would want to watch?
Teen Titans Go to the movies? I'm probably gonna see Mission Impossible Fallout.
Really?
Yeah, because it got really good. But I know I'm gonna get bored.
Yeah.
Every Mission Impossible movie, I always end up regretting seeing it.
I just don't like any movie that Tom Cruise is
Cruise.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
to me, every time I see Tom Cruise in a movie, it just, like, this is probably a bad bias to have, but it just immediately
bad
makes
movie.
it, like a B-list action movie. It's
Yeah.
always A-list action movie, but in my mind, it's
No, but
B-list.
they're actually B-list.
It's the same thing with Scarlett Johansson, too. Anytime I see her in anything, I just, like Ghost in the Shell.
That's because you haven't seen Her.
What?
Her. The movie Her.
Right, yeah. It's like, no, I've seen Scarlett Johansson before.
Her
I know
makes
what
me
she looks
cry
like.
every time
Yeah.
I watch.
No, I want to watch Her.
You better not.
No, let's move on. Jingle.
It is time for movie news.
That's a good jingle.
That was a really, really good one.
Thanks.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm glad that we say that was a good jingle after every jingle. It makes no sense to.
No
Anyway, movie news.
Okay.
Jennifer.
John. Exposed.
First up for movie news. This is fresh. Boss
Boss
Baby
Baby
2
2
has been announced. It is going to be made, and I'm very excited for it. I don't know.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
Was it good?
No. I mean, the maybe the problem was I watched it on an airplane, which
Oh.
is the worst place to watch any movie ever. It's also where I watched Logan.
Same. I was there. Yeah.
But no, why are creativity is dead.
Truly. You can cut out what I'm about to say, but you know how I work in a grocery store?
Yeah.
Right next to my checkout lane, there's this stack of, like, cheap movies, and I literally had a kid start sobbing the other day because his mom wouldn't let him get Boss Baby.
Oh my god.
He was like, Mom, they have Boss Baby. And I was like, he started crying.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, anyway, you can
Really?
cut that out.
I'm not going to. I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
keep that in.
It was a dark day for humanity.
Oh god, that
That song that you made about it still.
Tom McGrath directed Boss Baby. He's the guy who directed Boss Baby. He put cameras in a 3D world and directed Boss Baby.
Let's not do that anymore.
That's my Boss Baby song.
I know.
About how Tom McGrath directed Boss Baby.
Tom McGrath.
But this actually brings up kind of an interesting issue. And I'll talk more about it later because I watched Won't You Be My Neighbor, which is about Fred Rogers, who... Why are you giving me that look?
I
What's
didn't
that
know
look
his
for?
first name was Fred.
Fred, yeah. What, did you think it was Mr.?
Yeah.
You thought his parents named him Mr. Okay.
Honey.
But it's about him, and he talks about like, just because he's creating television for children doesn't mean that it should be watered down, because that's a time where people are so, like, babies and children and such are so at a developmental
stage.
developmental. they're at
Like
such
how it's easier
yeah.
for kids to learn languages when they're like wee babs.
Exactly. So there's definitely an issue with saying, oh, but it's for kids when someone is upset about another watered down, just bad animated movie coming out that's like a sequel or something based off of something else, because I don't like children. But I don't know.
I mean, they're
I'm
going to
kind
be
of
us
rambling.
eventually one
They
day.
are going to be us eventually. And we don't want...
Boss Baby.
Yeah, we don't want people who were inspired by Boss Baby.
Well, I actually, I don't know anything about Boss Baby, so
Yeah.
I can't, like, be like, Boss Baby.
It is a bad movie that, because the concept was so weird and stupid, it got huge. It's like the Emoji Movie.
Oh,
If the
God.
Emoji Movie were anything other than emojis, it would have been forgotten completely. That's it. So, I mean...
I was just going to bring up how, like, you were talking about Mr. Rogers, wasn't
Yeah.
You can cut this part out, because what I'm about to... Like, I'm sorry, I don't need to keep on doing that.
No, go
but what
ahead.
I'm about to say might be, like, not okay. Wasn't he the first person who brought, like, a black person on to his TV program?
Not like the first black person,
Yeah,
but
but,
like
like-
it was revolutionary that I did, because it was in the documentary they talk about this too.
Because he, like, was pretty meta. Or not meta, but, like, he was, like...
progressive,
progressive,
Yeah,
or, like, ahead of his time.
yeah. Well, what he did was, like, at the time when a big issue in the world was, discrimination. And, like, white people wouldn't let black people swim in their pools. He hired a black actor that I think he knew personally and had him come on to the show. And the scene was Mr. Rogers was sitting there with his feet in the pool because it was like...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, like the small pool, and he was like, yeah, it's a hot day, whatever. That's my Fred Rogers impression. He was like, it's a hot day, I'm going to soak my feet because it's nice and cool. And then the mailman, who was black, came in, and he was like, hi, I'm Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers was like, would you like to soak your feet with me? And that's how it went.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah.
I've heard about that. Like, he was really progressive, and that's why I really want to see the. Will you?
Won't you be my neighbor?
Won't you?
Yeah, we can watch it together. Let's do that.
Good, because now that I got my movie pass activated.
Jenny's been having issues with her movie pass. So movie pass, if you're listening, you suck.
No, Mark
sponsor
saved
us.
me.
Mark?
Mark.
Thank you, Mark. I don't like the smart guy. Let's move on.
It's customer service, Mark.
Next up is controversial. James Gunn was fired from directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for rape and pedophilia jokes that were 10 years old from 10 years ago on Twitter.
My older brother
Yeah.
will not shut up about this. It's the alt-right's fault, as he says. That's the extent of my knowledge.
Okay, I don't care about this. Like, the world could keep on spinning. The world will keep on spinning. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's kind of stupid.
I think that the jokes were in poor taste, but we also
absolutely.
have Amy Schumer, so
Yeah.
I'm confused. It's like...
And, I mean, James Gunn, he apologized for it. I think he took some of the tweets down, but not all of them.
Mhm.
He apologized, and over the span of 10 years, he has changed.
He also wrote this live-action Scooby-Doo movie, so you know he hated
Did
himself.
he really?
He really did.
Oh my god. Wait, was that 10 years ago?
Let's find out.
I didn't know that.
Well, no, yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to defend the jokes that he made. But I don't know. I don't know
my
where I'm going
God.
with this.
I should have known.
Huh.
He wrote Super. You know that movie about...
with Rainn Wilson?
Brain Wilson.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
haven't-
watch this! And then I was like, don't watch this!
Yeah. I haven't finished watching that.
Yeah,
actually.
Jack, don't finish it. Yeah, okay, let's see. Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed was released in 2004. Scooby-Doo 2002. So he was the screenplay and the story.
Wow. Good for him.
So 2000. So that was about 14 years ago.
14 years.
So you know he
Yeah.
had to have some residual
Yeah.
depression from
that
that,
was
like postpartum depression from a baby he never
Are
wanted to
you,
have.
are you saying that he made the rape and pedophilia jokes because of Scooby-Doo movie?
Well, he also was the creator of a show called... This was in 2008 through 2009, so around the
Really?
time that he was doing these tweets.
Nasty.
It's called PG Porn, and it had 8 episodes, 7.9, and the caption is, "For people who love everything about porn, except the sex." So I think it's just bad TV shows. I think it's just the worst acting.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
And also has Sean... What?
Sean Gunn?
Yeah, that was the guy who did... He was
Yeah.
the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know were they related?
Yes. They look the same. Yeah, take a close look there.
I have eyes.
Can you not see it?
Shh.
Jenny.
Shh, I'm focusing. Okay.
Alright, let's move on from
I'm
this.
sorry.
What are your thoughts on this, Jennifer?
Ooh, what are my thoughts on what? James Gunn?
Yes, the scandal.
I thought I already even went over that.
That you don't care about it?
No, it's not that I don't care about it. I think that the comments were in incredibly poor taste.
Yeah.
Rape is not funny, especially in this
Absolutely
modern climate,
Yeah.
political
Yeah,
climate.
yeah. Getting
yeah.
political.
I prefer not to, but I don't think it's cool to make comments like that.
No.
But then again, like I said, we have people like Amy Schumer who say
Yeah.
things that make me want to throw up.
And someone who said stuff like that in Office. Let's move on.
Office?
Office.
Like The Office?
Not No, like political.
Oh! Oh, I thought you meant like Michael Scott. I was like, yeah, he's trash.
All right. This next one is huge news. Very big. It's going to change the course of humankind. Star Wars Episode 9 has started filming. Officially. It's official. It's going to happen.
He's about to cry.
I am. When is it released? Is it? It's May 25th, 2019, right? 2019? That seems so soon, though.
I don't know if that's right.
I'm fairly certain it is. Oh,
I thought they released
they
it.
pushed it back to December 2019.
They always do that.
No. Oh,
They released that, but
God, that hurts.
our anniversary.
Yeah, but Jenny.
What?
Jenny and I are dating, by the way. I should have. God, that sucks. Dang
What?
it. I kind of had in the back of my mind that it was going to be in May. Now it's going to be in December. I have to wait a lot more months.
Oh, that is really far away.
Yeah.
I was like, May 25th is coming soon.
Well, 'cause
it already happened.
Well, because I was thinking May 25th is less
The
than a
Han
year.
Solo one.
Yeah, because that's what they were gonna do. They were like, yeah, we're gonna make this Han Solo one, the first one to be May 25th, because that's when the original was
You know it's
released.
going to be good because they're taking their time with it.
Yeah, people are still gonna hate it though. It's Star Wars. People are gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tasted a little bit like seafood. I haven't eaten any today.
Oh. All right, this next one is, whatever. The first images of the live-action Kim Possible movie have been released.
Can I get pics?
Ew. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Let me-
I didn't know they were making one.
Kim
I want to see who they
Possible.
cast as it.
Live. They,
Kim Possible live.
just some teenage girl, some teenage redhead. Oh, never mind. She looks like an adult human being.
Oh, that's that girl from Riverdale. No, that's a Dreamcast. Whoops.
Is that real? Yeah.
That's her?
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't put her in a crop top.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Because, they somehow managed to, reveal less skin by making the shirt longer and reveal more by, taking away things that didn't really need to be taken away.
Wait, did they give her a keyhole?
A keyhole?
Yeah, it's when it has
Oh, yeah, they did. Looks
Okay.
like that.
that's stupid. They shouldn't have done that.
They're trying to modernize it, but it looks like a bad cosplay.
It does. I've seen cosplays better for Kim Possible.
Yeah. I mean, how necessary is a live action?
And I like the baggy cargo pants. I thought that was
Yeah,
the
it was
coolest
cool.
thing when I was a kid.
It was nifty. I kind of like the art style for the TV show.
Oh, no, I
actually.
loved
Is that
it.
weird to say? No? Cool. Tight.
Yeah, and she actually changed outfits too. I thought that was so cool as a kid.
Oh, did she? I
Yeah.
never actually really watched the
No,
show.
she had different outfits and because I think a lot of the times they keep the characters and Phineas and Ferb
Yeah,
they're always
they have
wearing
their
the
iconic
same
costumes,
thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they think kids are too slow to realize that they're the same person.
No, I mean, I think it's... and I'm probably wrong. I don't know. What do I know about anything? I think it's probably to, establish, an...
Icon.
Yeah. It's like you see
Phineas is my icon.
It's like you see the triangle head and the orange and white stripes, and it's Phineas and Ferb.
Doritos.
What Doritos are you having that are orange and white?
Very old ones.
Did I ever tell you about that time that I went to Target and I got a box of goldfish, the little boxes that they sell, and I started eating it and it tasted stale, and I looked at the Best Buy date and it was more than a year ago.
And they sold it to you.
They sold it to me.
Yeet.
Anyway, let's move on. That was it for movie news. Next up is new trailers, which this one's probably going to take a while.
It's going to take a long while. We're already
So-
halfway through.
We can go over, whatever. Jingle.
New trailers.
That's a good jingle.
That was the best one.
Yeah, I don't care if we go over. One time no one was here, so I tried doing a podcast by myself, and I got to the last segment in 15 minutes, and I was like, nope, and it will never see the light of day.
You're gonna send that to me.
I'm not. Fantastic Beasts 2. Have you seen the first one?
Yes.
I have.
You
It's been
haven't?
a while. No, I have. It's been a while.
Did we
though.
see it together? No, we didn't.
No. It was kind of nothing, right? I mean, I just don't really remember it much. It was...
Okay, this is coming from an artist standpoint, but
Yeah.
I really liked the design
Oh, yeah.
of, like, all the creatures and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
But something about it, like, you know when you see a Harry Potter movie, and it might just be because, like, it's, like, a denomination, is that what the right word? From the storyline? Like, it's not...
Yeah. Like, it's a spin-off.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off. That's what I was looking for. And it doesn't really... It's, like, modernized Harry Potter.
Really?
Like, the way it's filmed...
Oh, yeah.
Like, Harry Potter... Great movies. They didn't really have, like, artistic cinematography or anything.
What are you talking about?
Really?
When was the last time you saw the Harry Potter movies?
Years ago.
I will give you this. The first and second one are like that. But, like, once you hit the third one, they're beautiful.
Really?
They're fantastic. We have to watch them together. Yeah.
Human brain.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I revoke that statement. You can cut that.
No,
if
but
you
this
want.
one, I mean, this one is like a completely different style from the actual Harry
Yeah, no,
Potter
it's
movies.
a completely different style of filming. It's like when I'm. I mean, okay,
No,
I
it's,
did
like,
say
it's kind of like. To me, it feels like brighter and cleaner almost.
yeah.
It feels like it has kind of like a shimmer over it. I don't want to say shimmer.
No,
that
I
sounds
know
wrong,
what you're
but
talking. Like
yeah.
how CG stuff and just kind of like it's just
It
like
doesn't-
Avatar. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't want to say glazed. It's not glazed. Like it was a really clean movie.
Yeah, clean. That's what it is. It's clean. Like
yeah,
the,
but
the
it's
Harry
like too
Potter.
clean.
I mean, I guess.
But like if you look at like Harry Potter, like Diagon Alley,
Yeah.
like that's,
No,
so real.
I mean, the actual Harry Potter movies,
Yeah.
they were all kind of like gritty and dark. And that's
yeah,
kind of
and
what's
like
great about them.
you could add like I don't know that was just so realistic to me. Like I
Yeah.
could see myself walking down that street. But like when I watched Fantastic Beast, it was kind of like I
you
knew
were watching a movie.
I was watching
Yeah,
a movie.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, Harry Potter was like I guess I watched Harry Potter though when I was Harry Potter's age, so it was kind of like
Yeah.
this
well,
is
we are
happening
Harry Potter's age currently
when he graduates.
in the last Harry Potter.
But I haven't killed any Voldemort. Spoilers. There is one.
Oh yeah. Ah, great. Now I'm gonna have to find that and post and put in the description. Whatever. I'm not gonna do that. If you haven't seen Harry Potter or read Harry Potter, you're late. Anyway, Fantastic Beasts 2. Are you looking forward to it?
I am thinking about seeing that one.
Yeah. I mean, I like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Truly, I do. I like the young Dumbledore scene. Like that first one that they showed with the desk job. That kind of resonated with me.
Oh, this greatest fear is where,
Yeah.
yeah. I really like that. We're talking about the trailer
Yeah.
that came out at Comic-Con, or
Yeah. San Diego Comic-Con.
I really like the casting.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that casting.
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know.
of him as Dumbledore or the overall?
Newt as Dumbledore?
What? What?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you're
the
talking
Newt
about the young
Scamander.
dude. Oh, yeah. No, he looked exactly like a young Eddie Redmayne. Like,
yeah,
that's how I
and I
yeah.
liked Eddie Redmayne. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Eddie Redmayne. I
As
think.
Newt Scamander.
Yeah.
But I also really like the younger version of him. Like they styled that hair perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
They got his
Oh, yeah.
crazy foof
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of... I don't
Hey,
know.
kitty.
It kind of looked like a little
It
wiggy, maybe? Hold on, let me look
Oh,
it
no,
up.
it
I may
did.
be remembering it wrong. Young Newt Scamander?
But I feel like you have to take.
No, actually, that's his hair. That looks pretty good.
It looks perfect.
Wow. Yeah, no, that is a Newt Scamander. He, like, holds
And I
himself,
also am
like...
very fond of Jude Law.
Oh, yeah. No, he looks great as Dumbledore.
He's just classy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Dumbledore.
He is Dumbledore. That's why I said Dumbledore.
I know. I was confused about who was Dumbledore in that. Oh, gotcha. He's. Ooh. I mean, when you
Hey,
see
now.
the voice crack. But like when you see old Dumbledore, I mean, that's not what I imagined him to look as younger. But
But it kind of works.
It does.
Like, I
It-
can
like the
definitely
blue
see
eyes.
Jude Law growing into the... And he has kind of the same mannerisms. I
Yeah.
mean, every now and then I
but
feel
I
like
feel
he
like that's
faltered.
an actor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But... but he
one-
also kind of looks like... what's his face? Not the first Dumbledore, the second Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Like, I
Well,
can
the first
kind of
Dumbledore
see that.
died.
Yeah.
Like
In
the
real
third movie?
life.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. After the second movie.
But one of the things they like, I really like it when movies find like specific things in like books and stuff, and like they keep that one thing for like the readers. Like, I remember I used to be a huge fan of Hunger Games, and when I first saw the movie come out, her like designer had gold eyeliner on, and I was like, that's from the book. They kept that. I love it when they do that, and I really like I don't know, Jude Law's eyes are very Dumbledore to me, because I can't remember which book it was in, but Harry had like this mirror thing that...
Oh yeah, the Mirror of Ezerid.
Wrong one, but you're close. The doorway one.
Erizid.
It's Desire backwards.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember how to do it.
The mirror
one?
You can cut this part out, by the way. It's the mirror.
I don't cut anything, Jenny. I don't cut anything out. Anyway, the mirror door.
There were like mirrors that like the Beauty and the Beast mirrors.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, you look in the mirror and
Yes.
another person has a mirror and you can see the other person and talk to them. Like a
Glass.
cell phone. No!
Oh! Yeah, like he holds it.
Yes!
Okay, alright. I was
Yes,
thinking
and at
like
one
an actual,
point,
like...
the mirror was broken and he kept on
Yeah.
seeing this blue eye and he's like, that's Dumbledore.
Yeah.
And like, it's such a big theme throughout that book that like Dumbledore was watching over him, and it turns out it was... Spoiler alert! It turns out it was his brother, Aberforth?
That sounds right. I know it starts with an A and or a B.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, I just...
Yeah.
Whenever I see Jude Law, like, his eyes are so specific blue. Like, they're blue.
Yeah, that was good casting. It was good
Yeah,
casting
I was
on
fond of
part.
that. It was just a little thing that I noticed.
Also, I forgot to mention earlier in the podcast, but Jenny, I just realized this. Jenny also did a video for M3 a couple of weeks ago.
Last week.
No, not last week. Week before.
Week before.
Was it the week before? Yeah, it was the week before last week. It's fantastic. You should watch it. She did a great job. Anyway, moving on.
It's about color.
2.
If that
Yeah,
explains
it's
a lot.
about Godzilla 2. What is it called? Jenny? Jenny, why'd you leave?
No, I don't know, man. I can't.
King of the Monsters.
Oh, yes.
You know what? If only for the cinematography of this, I'm on board. Everything else I feel like is going to be pretty run-of-the-mill.
Millie Bob Brown.
She'll probably be good. She's a great
That's
actress.
The cinematography in
And
her.
Millie Bobby Brown. And then that's it.
I also like Vera Farmiga.
I don't know.
Her mom. She was in The Conjuring.
Oh,
Jack
right.
wouldn't know that, though. He's terrified of scary movies.
People like scary movies.
terrified of scary movies.
But yeah, I like big lizards. And lasers. Those are a few of my passions. I don't know. I haven't seen the first one, but that was oh shoot! I should know his name. He directed Rogue One. What's his name? Gareth Edwards. Got it. He directed the first Godzilla from 2014.
I did not know that they had rebooted the series
They did.
until today.
No, this is the same one as the original Godzilla from like the 1940s. Wait, you didn't know that?
Well, they're doing that with Doctor Who. They just started and
Doctor Who
kept
is
on
from
going.
the 70s.
Yeah, but like James Bond, suck it.
James Bond is also like from the maybe the 60s. I'll give you that.
Can I borrow
James Bond is not from the 40s.
No, it's not from the 40s, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that they can have a series
Godzilla
and just
is.
keep it going. They
Okay.
just keep it going.
Okay, sure. But I mean, they've rebooted Godzilla a couple of times.
Why will they? When will they never learn?
I mean, it typically does pretty well. I think people like giant lizards and lasers.
Like Jack.
One of my
Passions.
two passions. They're like Pacific Rim.
Even Cat looks dumb with you. Pacific Rim.
Oh no, I was just saying it's like Pacific
Oh.
Rim with the dinosaurs and lasers and
Yes.
stuff.
Shazam.
Aquaman. No,
Oh,
you
I-
skipped an entire one. Jennifer. Aquaman.
I'm so sorry.
Aquaman. He's my favorite superhero.
The only thing I know about this movie is I know two things.
If
First
you say
off,
Jason Momoa looks good, I'm gonna jump out this window.
no, I know
Okay,
him
good.
from the "I'm eating cheese at 3 a.m." meme. You know the one where he's like running up behind that guy? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Anyway.
I found out that's Aquaman.
Yeah.
And I also know that there was a big hoopla because Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were at the same panel while Amber Heard was promoting Aquaman. And heaven forbid.
That was Fantastic Beasts.
No. He was promoting Fantastic Beasts. She was promoting Aquaman.
I didn't
So
know
he was
that.
the panel after her. And everyone got
And
their
he jumped
panties
out
in a
while they were-
twist. No.
What?
They never saw each other. But people got their panties in a twist that they were at the same event. And I was like, okay, buddies.
I don't know. I don't like Johnny Depp. He's kind of a jerk. I mean, whatever. Stardom does that to you, but
I don't
jeez,
really
dude, calm
know
down.
about that whole situation.
He beat his wife, apparently.
I've heard that.
Allegedly.
But I've also heard that she's like psycho.
I don't know.
My mom said that when I talked to her about the Johnny Depp thing. She was
Your
like,
mom said that? I'm sorry.
well,
I'm sorry.
she's been alive for like way longer than we have, and she's seen Amber Heard through all of her stages.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I.
I've just also heard a lot of stories about Johnny Depp going...
Being an asshole.
Yeah,
Alcohol.
going insane.
Stuff, yeah.
Anyway, Aquaman. I don't care. I don't care about this.
I honestly don't either.
Cool.
Like, I thought, because you're gonna get mad at me for saying this. But people are always like, God damn, Jason Momoa. Is that his name?
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
Jason Moana.
The entire time I watched that trailer, I was bored.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no. Like,
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's just gonna be another...
like
this is
congratulations,
DC trying to
you
go down
cast
the...
a Hollywood person
Yeah.
who's attractive.
Yeah,
Good on you.
yeah. And then a love interest who's attractive in some
gonna
people's
slap
eyes.
you.
Jenny, no. I don't care. It's just gonna be
It's just-
DC trying to go down the Marvel route. And it's gonna... Whatever. That's...
DC
You know
can't
what?
even
That's
do
my,
DC right.
That's my memo for this movie. Or memento. Whatever.
Can we still see it though?
Sure.
I mean, it's free, so why not?
Oh, yeah. Well, if MoviePass doesn't go under, it probably will.
What?
Have you not listened to the previous podcasts,
I just
Jenny?
got it working! No!
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We have a
Shazam.
lot to talk about.
You know, I messed up this on the podcast planning sheet. I didn't put an exclamation point after it. But there is an exclamation point in the title.
So it's not Shazam, it's Shazam.
Yeah, not Shazam. Shazam!
Oh.
You know what?
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Me too. Honestly, I hope it doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't think it will based off of what I've seen,
Yeah.
but it could. It very well
It
could.
kind of seems reminiscent of Kick-Ass to me.
Really? I haven't seen it. So
Oh, Kick-Ass was like young kid superhero,
Yeah.
like such a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just... I didn't really like that movie.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
then I'll have to
Because,
watch
like, it was just uncomfortable for me, I guess.
it. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like the kid superhero, but then when I saw this, I was like,
Well, he's not a kid.
I know.
He's a kid that turns into a superhero.
Yeah, that weirded me out. I did not
Really?
realize that he does that by saying Shazam.
Yeah. I think that is the only... Like, that is what is keeping them from making this dramatic at all.
Yeah.
Because if... Could you imagine, like, a Titans-style trailer where it's like everything is dark and gritty and it's
Shazam.
like, Shazam!
There is no way they could have played that
No.
off. There's no way.
So, you know what? Kudos to them for actually reading the genre correctly.
And I know some people can disagree with me for this, but I kind of like the childish humor in it. Like how he's like, I can't remember like a
Oh,
specific
when he,
part
like,
of the trailer.
does the floss dance move thing with
remember
the
that.
hips and the hands.
Oh no,
He did, oh, okay.
Jimmy does that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I just kind of like the kid humor, like how I like it when adults act like kids. I
Yeah.
think that's it.
It's
Like,
gonna be like
Not like
superhero big.
kink wise, but like
Jenny.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm not going to.
Why?
Look at the sound wave on that one. Okay, Transformers, Soundwave.
Okay, just cut me off.
Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
I just like how he's like, hey, yeah, like, I'm a superhero, you know?
You.
When he sees that lady, and I'm just... He's such a kid.
Hey, I'm a superhero.
Yeah, because can you imagine, like, an adult actor getting this script and being like, hey, yeah, superhero here.
I don't know who, I can't remember his name for the life of me. He's going to be perfectly cast for this role.
The old guy?
Yeah. What I've seen of him, he looks like it's perfect.
Okay, cool.
It looks like I was gonna say this, but I guess it does. I don't really have to, but I'm going to now because I brought it up. It's like
Okay.
It's like Big, the Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, yeah.
If it was superheroes.
Yeah. And he could
Steve.
transform back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Does he Shazam back?
Yeah, it looks like it, because he's a kid again. At some
Yeah,
point
but does
in
it kind of wear off? Because when he first visited his friend, he was an adult.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's me!
I'm not sure he realized. We'll see.
We'll have to figure
but
it out.
maybe it'll be one of those situations where it's like, hey, wait, how did you turn into this guy? And he's like, I don't know. I just kind of said Shazam, and he's okay.
Good talk. Continue.
Thanks.
Yeah, Transformers.
No, not Transformers.
You
I
said
said Transformers
Transformers.
because I said Soundwave. Jenny, you don't even know Transformers.
Hanton.
Okay. Glass. Thoughts? I haven't seen Split. I haven't seen Unbreakable. I
haven't seen anything about this.
I didn't know Unbreakable existed before this movie. So,
Was that Samuel Jackson?
it was Samuel L.
Okay.
Jackson. And,
Why do good actors do bad
what's
movies?
his name? Wait, what's his
James
name?
McAvoy?
Yeah, but also
Oh, the
Bruce
other guy.
Willis.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay, so, like,
Why do good
I
actors
like
do bad
all of
movies?
those
Well,
actors.
maybe it's going to be a good movie, Jenny. You don't know.
But yeah, that's what I'm confused about. I'm like, should I expect a good movie? Or are these actors in their decline?
People liked Split. I'm not sure, like, it was, like, a crazy huge success.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people really liked Unbreakable. Like, it was one of those cult hit kind of things.
Yeah. What exactly is Glass about?
I don't know.
I like Sarah Paulson a lot.
Yeah, no,
as
she's
an
awesome.
actress.
She's very cool.
I know you're going to hate it, but
We.
you should watch American Horror Story.
No, I'm scared.
It makes me sad to recommend it to you because there is so much nudity and so much everything.
Yeah.
I can tell you the good seasons to watch, but like, she's really good in that.
Yeah.
Like, she's really good.
No, I mean, she's a great actress.
What was that?
I don't know.
She's a great actress.
I have to be honest, it doesn't look too god awful. Like, it doesn't.
It intrigues me.
Yeah, it doesn't look run of the mill, which I like. You know that I like that. Like when something doesn't follow a formula. And you know, M. Night Shyamalan has had good movies.
Yeah.
He's had god awful movies, but he's had good movies.
Yeah.
So maybe
And he
it'll be
plays
good.
with the thriller horror
Yeah.
really well.
Which is why The Last Airbender sucked.
Yeah. He also did, he was in Shape of Water, right?
No, that was Guillermo del Toro.
No, but he came out with another movie recently, right?
Split.
Was that the most
I
recent
think
one?
that was the most recent one. I might be
Because
wrong.
I've also seen The Village, which was one of his, and I keep on telling Jack to watch this. I will watch it. Please watch it with me. I love the cinematography in that, and I love the story, and it's just
Yeah, I think
he really plays with the fear
Yeah.
really well.
I'm not good at fear. I'm not good at it.
He also did like The Sixth Sense, which had really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Split was his most recent one.
Okay, well, other than
Um,
Glass, but
That's not out yet, though.
okay.
Come on, dude.
But my point is, I feel like that's going to be a really intriguing
Yeah.
movie to see.
Yeah. Sixth Sense I could handle. It wasn't too spooky. It wasn't awful.
You didn't
Alita.
get through it, did you?
I did. He saw dead people. And then he was
Spoiler!
bad. What? Jenny. Alita looks bad.
I
Looks-
have.
I-
Christoph Waltz
I
is one
love
of
that
my
dude.
favorite
I
actors.
love him.
if you've seen Inglourious Bastards, Django, these are all gonna be Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
What was that other one?
Okay, I have to be honest, and I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this, and I know it, and you know this. I'm not a huge fan of Tarantino movies. I'll probably add a booing sound effect in there because I know it's gonna come. I don't know, something about it I just can't get behind. But I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But the first, I think, 10 minutes of Inglourious Bastards,
Ooh, that first conversation.
I will be the first to admit that that's one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes, it is amazing.
We have to watch Django together.
Okay, fine.
I know it's a Tarantino, and
fine.
you probably are like, man, about it.
I've,
But
Django
God,
is
the
one that I've been wanting
cinematography.
to see for a while.
do you want to watch it?
Yes, I do. Because it's about Boba Fett's dad. Django.
Oh my god. I am disappointed.
Anyway, Alita, I don't care much for this. I don't get the fascination lately with movies. The only one I've
Robot
seen...
stuff?
Yeah, but also the only one I've seen that's done this also has been Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the fascination with the overly CG characters with massive eyes.
Yeah. I was
Right?
like, I know what we can do with CG people. I've seen the Star Wars, how they did Carrie Fisher.
Snoke
and Grand Moff Tarkin. Yeah. I know we can make things look better than that.
Yeah.
And there were times in the trailer I was like, dang. From
Yeah, it doesn't
a
look
graphic
awful.
artist standpoint, kind of some of the animation or CG or whatever, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But just I did not like how they were blending that style. It was out of place to me.
It the design aspects to me felt very Ready Player One. The few times it was creative.
Seen that.
And let me pull up some of the Ready Player One.
I think the thing that is bothering me about that is that the styles weren't cohesive from what I saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't...
See, look. That's a bad picture, but can you kind of see it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit, right?
Wait, those are fake people?
Yes, those are fake people. Look at the eyes. They're massive and
Yeah.
unruly. It's just... I don't know. I don't really...
I
This is-
have zero interest in movies robots, I guess, or
Yeah.
like Ex Machina, is that how you say
Ex
it?
Machina, yeah.
Yeah.
Ex Machina, Jenny?
I didn't care for that.
Yeah.
But I like movies
I don't care
about
for...
technology.
Yeah.
Like Her.
Yeah.
The whole technical aspect of creating a person that way.
Mm-hmm.
But actual robots, I'm whatever.
Yeah. And I don't like the... we're gonna have to pause. Give us a second.
We hate Brian. Brian sucks. We wish Brian would leave. Screw you, Brian. You suck.
Okay, we're back.
Good job, Schmoopy.
Mom! Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna keep all of that in. That was just my mom coming downstairs to give us cookies.
Freshly baked.
Oh, I'm so mad at her. I'm gonna blame Brian for that. Okay, yeah. Anyway, what we were talking about. I don't really much care for the good cookies. Good. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really much care for the sci-fi, future Earth, gritty action movies.
Yeah.
I don't know, Looper, Blade Runner 2049. That stuff I can handle because it's not solely an action movie. But this one is just, I don't know. It feels like something that's already been done before,
And
which I guess is my problem.
it's such a movie, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like any of it could actually happen, which I guess, whatever, movies can do that. But at the same time, it has to be grounded in something.
Mm-hmm.
And this just doesn't feel like it.
At least we favor movies that are grounded to me.
Yeah.
Some people might love that movie
That's
because
true,
it's so
yeah.
farly detached from their poor, miserable life, but...
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, I get the distinct feeling it's gonna flop, but I don't know. Maybe it won't. Who's to say? Maybe it's already on. Who's to say? Doctor Who. This is a big one for us. Jenny and I like Doctor Who sometimes.
I love Doctor Who.
Jenny loves Doctor Who.
Okay, hear me out on this.
Take another
I know that some people hate Doctor Who, or some people have zero interest. Like my sister, well, Megan, she hasn't finished a movie in probably 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I get some people just, Doctor Who is not their thing. But I find it extraordinarily entertaining. And I love British accents. So, and I really like how
David
all the
Tennant.
doctors have their own, like, they
Personality.
don't, their own personality. They don't, like, I know I think the regeneration thing, first off, was genius.
Absolutely genius.
Yeah,
Kept
they
the show
could
going.
literally keep that show going
Yeah.
forever.
And it's, like, creative, too.
Yeah, and they bring back recurring characters and, like, sometimes plot lines, like the Daleks, Cybermen, they're trying to rule the world or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they always manage to find some other kind of crazy ass alien thing to throw at you and be like, look it.
There's a new one.
There's a new one.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that world that we've never talked about, but all of a sudden you know all the information about? Here we are. And just, like, I really respect it. And I thought I would hate Peter Capaldi,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, I ended up really liking him.
Really?
I
still
the
haven't
Scottish
gotten into
Angry
him.
Man, I really like.
I mean, I stopped watching around the time that Matt Smith left, and then I tried watching some Peter Capaldi and just couldn't get
David
into
Tennant
it.
is by far my favorite.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
I really liked Matt Smith because he was just such a soft, tender baby.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
me, it's been...
He looked like a child, though.
For me, it's been David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston.
Really?
Yeah, I like the sass.
Of course you did.
Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi. Of the new ones. I can't even begin
I haven't
to
seen the
speak
originals.
for the originals, yeah.
Um,
But I am looking forward to Jodie Whittaker.
yeah, I am really excited for that.
Yeah,
First
she
off,
seems like
I've
she's
seen
gonna be
her
great.
in an episode of Black Mirror.
Mm.
She was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then Okay, I've seen her in something else too, but, like, I don't know, I'm just, like, really looking forward to that, especially, like, a female doctor. Like,
Yeah.
first they went, like, they had David Tennant, who was, like, crazy, exciting, energetic, and then they had Matt Smith, who was, like, big, soft, mysterious baby, but also very lovable, and then they had Peter Capaldi, who was, like, what the doctor feels he should look like, angry,
Yeah.
crotchety, old, Scottish. And then I'm curious to see what Jodie Whittaker is going to bring to the table.
I think it's going to be another fun one.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I've
she's
seen.
going to be really... I don't want to say David Tennant-y, but, like,
It kind of almost David Tennant-y.
I feel like she's going to be excited.
Yeah. I hope so. Because I can't. I mean, I don't know. Doctor Who is more interesting to me when the Doctor is fun to watch. Like, when the Doctor is a really fun and interesting character, then I'm more compelled to watch it.
Exactly.
Which is kind of the issue that I had getting into Peter Capaldi, because the first episodes, I can't speak for anything else, but the first episodes is just crotchety and mean.
Yeah, no, he is crotchety and mean.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that... Here's the thing that I really... So I started watching Doctor Who a few years ago when I was, like, an excited young child. So, like, David Tennant, A+.
How dare you? How dare you?
Are you disagreeing with me that David Tennant is an
No.
A+ doctor?
No.
He's
I'm
really
not.
good.
I thought you were going to say he was attractive.
But now that I'm, like, older, like, I don't know, seeing, like...
Older, wiser,
Older,
faster, better.
Okay. Chill out.
Faster makes it better, do it faster. All right, let's not get copyright stricken
Again.
again.
Sorry, I'm talking so much about
No,
this,
that's
but
okay.
Peter Capaldi, like, it's kind of interesting to see, like, the way he reflects on his past selves. Like, I never really thought about how David Tennant was, like, I don't want to say full of himself, but he was very... Because, like, he calls himself out for that. He's like, yeah, I regenerated once, twice with the same face. I was very full, or I was something at that time. And I don't know, it's just kind of how he's like, am I really the good guy at this point? And I love Clara.
Yeah.
Loved her.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked Clara. Because, like, she picked up on things fast.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see that, like, sometimes the doctor would even be like, what the fuck, you know? Or he'd be like, dang.
Bored cat, shut up.
She'd
Sorry,
be like,
my
well, what
cat
about
is
this? And
meowing.
he'd be like, she's correct. I don't know. It's just kind of like,
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't really remember much from the Matt Smith era.
well, she was also in Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. I also didn't watch any of that.
I don't know. I'm interested in how they're going to go from, like, Peter Capaldi with his existential crisis over whether or not he truly is a good person and, like, a good doctor. Like, why call himself a doctor if he doesn't even help people? To Jodie Whittaker. Like, is she going to be just as cynical, almost? Or is she just going to be like, you know what? Who cares? Let's go adventures.
Yeah,
And I'm curious about what they're going to do about the companions.
Yeah, it's going to be like a whole group of people?
Or is it going to be, like, girl power? Or is she going to have a love interest?
Well, she said, will you all be my friends? So it looks
That's
like there's going to
true.
be a big group of people.
And I do kind of, like, when Amy and Rory, when they
Yeah.
had their little group thing, I was like, A+.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that.
Yeah. And the whole, like, Ten and Rose and Mickey and her mom.
I hated Jackie.
Really? I guess I can see why, but I don't know. I was able to deal.
I'm talking so much about Doctor Who.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on from what you care about to something I care about.
Star
Star
Wars
Wars:
The
The
Clone
Clone
Wars!
Wars! It was renewed, and they released a trailer, and I'm so excited. And it's going to be on the streaming service, but that's okay, because I'll find a way. I will always find a way to Star Wars.
He will always find a way.
I'm so excited. It looks so good. It looks so pretty. They remastered it. They made it so good. They made them look better. They remodeled it. You can keep talking while I jump on it, but just move on to the next thing.
I have no follow-up. No comment. Okay, honey, breathe.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't think there's going to be much debate about this one, so let's move on.
No, God. Here we
Titans.
go.
Also, this is going to be a long one. There's still, I mean, we're a little bit more than halfway through the trailer. Yeah.
That's my fault. I talked too
No,
much
it's
about
not.
Doctor Who.
No, I mean, we have a lot this week. Titans. This looks so stupid.
It looks so bad.
It's so gritty and dark. They didn't get a read on what Teen Titans is at all, I think. It. Good Lord. It's so over-the-top gritty. I feel like we just rocketed back to the early 2000s. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I don't want to...
No, it's okay. No, go for it. No, go ahead. Just chew and
know
talk
when
at the
Dylan
same
ate.
time. Yeah, Dylan, I know you're listening. We're calling you out. Don't eat on the podcast.
Yeah, so... Titans,
Vivi.
as we've gone over, there were 2 original Titans, the teenagers, and then they got smaller.
Yeah. Like, literally.
Like, Benjamin buttoned it, but that's okay. And now we're here. And honestly, we should go back to smaller.
I mean, even... Maybe it's just the editing of the trailer.
The editing of the trailer
It's
looked
god-awful.
like something from, like, one of those like, okay, so you know how the first
Like
part...
Riverdale or American Horror Story
Yeah,
or something
where you
that
know
would
how
have
it's,
like
like,
that
glitch
kind of
things,
following.
like...
Yeah.
It looked like those, shows where people are telling their stories about how their house was haunted, and the filmmakers want to, or like the the cinematographers want to show, like, ooh, this is
Like
scary. So they
Yeah.
splice things.
Like a bad reality TV
Yeah.
show? Yeah. Or like a documentary
and
or
like,
something.
it's scary, so we have to do weird cuts like this. You know,
With
like the
jarring
traditional,
music.
cheesy, scary, like, flicker cut?
Yeah.
That. In an actual movie trailer. That.
It's
So they did that.
Well, it's a TV show, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Uh-huh. It looks so stupid. What was that line? Something about, like, I felt darkness, and I think I liked it, or something
Oh,
like
and they're
that.
talking about how they have, like, inner demons, and I'm like,
Good Lord.
yes. Oh, also,
Where's Batman? F Batman.
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god!
I mean, that's been everywhere.
Physically,
Everyone's been
hurt
talking about
me.
that, but good Lord.
it's Batman.
It's so stupid.
And just, first off, the trailer was weird. It spent, like, maybe a minute in an interrogation room.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know what that had to do with anything. And then, psh, whoop, they have powers now.
Well, you know, it was just another one of those, like, here's vague stuff that sounds cool and meaningful with some dark music and good shots.
And if I'm being honest, I cannot tell you a single thing that movie is about, or that show is about.
Yeah. Teen Titans.
Well, okay, Hanson.
Jenny, why'd you slap me?
I didn't slap him.
She didn't.
He slapped himself.
Stop
Jack!
slapping me.
Like, I'm trying to think of what happened after that weird interrogation room
Not
flirt
much.
scene with a child. I don't know what is he supposed to be a cop?
I don't know.
He looks like a teenager.
I don't know. Not
And then
much
there was,
happened.
like 2 teenagers talking in a room.
Some CG.
There was a lot of CG, and
that
and
was
Beast
it.
Boy was jumping at one point. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Because it looked bad.
All right, let's move on. We know it's stupid. That was stupid. Robin Williams, the new documentary about him, come inside my mind.
I am quite the fan
I'm
of
so excited for
documentaries,
this.
so I'm really excited. We're definitely going to see that.
Yeah, it looks so good, and I love Robin Williams. Like, how can you not? Here, let's pause. Jenny's mommy's calling her. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna blame Brian for that one too. Yeah, Robin Williams come inside my mind. Super excited. Robin Williams is the coolest human being ever. I miss him. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Why'd you start chewing, Jennifer?
I'm hungry and there's no cookies. It seems like it's gonna delve into
His depression.
his depression and
Yeah.
how he dealt with it with comedy and stuff. Like the funniest people are the saddest, and
I
I'm
mean,
really
how
looking
could they
forward to it.
not? I mean, it's such a big part, and it was so repressed for so long that it obviously became a big issue.
But it's just watching, if you watch the trailer, you can see all these clips of him laughing so hard. He looks so happy and he's so funny, so fast, and it's just kind of wow.
Yeah, and there was, I think it was Steve Martin who was
Yeah.
talking about how when he got off stage, he was just barely holding it together.
And
yeah.
no one got that impression.
Mhm.
When I heard what happened, I was
shocked.
First off, I didn't know who it was at first.
Yeah.
But then my mom was like, Jumanji. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, that was a sad day.
Yeah.
That was almost a year ago, August 11th. I mean, not a
Really?
year, more than a year, but August 11th.
But coming up on the anniversary.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There have been some good documentaries as of late. RBG, Won't You Be My Neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Jennifer, is it real life? Is it fantasy? Goddamn landslide.
I'm gonna punch you.
No escape from reality.
Now I can make you escape real fast. Hey.
They don't ever say Bohemian Rhapsody in Bohemian Rhapsody. She was saying hi to my dog, by the way. It's Daisy M the Pug on Instagram is who she was saying hi to. Go check her out on Instagram. Daisy M the Pug. Daisy M the Pug. She has an Instagram account.
Why is it an M?
May. Daisy May.
Oh!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyway, Bohemian Rhapsody looks fantastic.
I'm just a little...
Their choice of Jenny. They're gonna copyright us. Their choice of soundtrack in that was genius.
And Rami Malek.
Oh my god, he looks amazing.
He looks amazing.
That is Freddie Mercury.
That's... Ooh. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
getting
great.
I, Tonya vibes from it, kind of I mean, I, Tonya was more about
I
an
guess.
incident sort of thing.
Well, I
The
mean,
incident.
it's a
But it went into her backstory and kind of how she became who she was, and I kind of get. I hope it's like that. Not
Yeah.
exactly, obviously.
well, I feel like On the Basis of Sex is going to be like that too.
Ooh, yeah.
That's just kind of the
I'm
genre.
looking forward to that
Yeah.
one.
Can we quickly segue into that?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, was that the first time M3 Movies has ever done a successful segue? Other than, okay, let's talk about this.
You know what that reminds me of?
Huh.
This.
What? On the Basis of Sex. Looks pretty good.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. There are times that it kind of looks sort of run-of-the-mill. I said that 3 times this episode.
It's okay.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Felicity Jones as RBG, but
I'm a fan of Felicity Jones.
yeah. I mean, there were... Yeah. She looked and kind of sounded like RBG. There were times that I was like, okay, yeah, that's not really... But mostly, for the most of it, part of it.
I don't know too much about RBG, so.
She's the coolest human being.
Oh no,
ever.
I know
Okay.
that much. I just don't know I'm looking forward to learning about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there's the documentary that's out about her.
Documentaries.
I mentioned that earlier. I said RBG. When we were talking about.
Oh, is that on Netflix?
Oh. It's like freshly out.
Oh, we're gonna go see that.
Okay. I'm really feeling full.
I will go then. Patiento Zero.
That looks stupid.
Patient Zero.
Looks stupid.
It looks pretty stupid. Who is the main guy in it? Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
I couldn't tell if he was doing an American accent, and if he was, I am deeply
I
offended.
think he was trying to. It wasn't great. Poor dude. I know it's not easy. I can't do a British accent. British accent. But yeah, I mean the whole thing as a whole just screams lackluster
Done before.
blockbuster. Yeah, done before. Cast, attractive
they
Hollywood
zombies?
people. I don't know.
You know what it kind of reminds me
I
of?
don't know. Huh.
I Am Legend, but the original ending. Because, spoiler alert for I Am Legend.
But
In the movie, there's 2 alternate endings. But in the actual book, the way the book ended, because I've read it because I'm a loser, the zombies or vampires there are in the book, they're actually like really intelligent and are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. They're intelligent and it ends up being that like they're not the like infection in the world, it's him in the end who's like killing all of them and stuff. So he ends up killing himself, I think, or becoming one of them. I can't quite remember. But that's kind of like how we saw Stanley Tucci, like, he was one of them, but wasn't one of them. Like, they're intelligent, and, like, they all still seemed like zombies or vampires or some whatever.
Really.
And I have a feeling it's going to raise those same, like, humanity questions again. Like,
Yeah.
are we really the ones who are the
But
problem?
it seems like it's not.
But, like,
Good lord, I'm sorry, gonna go about it the right way.
never apologize for that.
This is why we work together. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about this. I doubt I'm gonna see it.
My mom's going to.
Oh, is she?
She's a slut for vampire movies and zombies.
I didn't know that about her.
Oh, honey, you have no idea.
Let's move on.
We used to go to the library so she could check out all the vampire books. Literally, she read out an entire library one time.
Wow.
Yeah, she
That's
is.
impressive. Good for her. Good for Eileen. Let's move on. Jenny, we made it through the trailers. Now we're going on to movies that we've watched. Jingle time, girlfriend.
Movies that we watched.
That was a killer jingle
It really was.
on my behalf. Is that the right use of behalf?
Why not?
Okay, we'll go with it. What have you watched, Jennifer?
Well,
Oh.
I am currently grounded,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have access to Netflix
Mm-hmm.
or movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to watch, and like my computer doesn't have a DVD slot,
Mm-hmm.
so I have like an external super drive like that, but it doesn't work on Blu-ray movies.
Mm-hmm.
So all the new movies that have come out recently that are really good, we all have on Blu-ray,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. Not for me though. So I have had to watch older movies.
Well, that doesn't matter. No, we
I rewatched The Avengers though.
Boo!
There it is.
Boo!
Oh, look at that sound spike.
Boo! And now
You
all
sound
of our,
like the witch in The Princess Bride.
now all of our dislikes are gonna go up, and our watches are
Well, I'm
gonna
about to
go
shit talk it. So
negative.
is that okay
Oh,
with
okay. Yeah, go for it.
you? Okay. The writing in that movie is so early 2000s, it hurts my soul. As a kid, I loved that movie. I thought
So did I. No, that's
wow.
what got me into Marvel.
Yeah. And then, like, rewatching it as, like, a seasoned film viewer.
I like how everyone that I've ever talked to that dislikes Marvel, who used to like Marvel, talks about it like alcoholism.
Oh my
like,
God, you're
I
right.
used to like Marvel. It's like, The
Well,
worst thing that's
I used to
happened
like
me.
Marvel, and I used to love the Avengers. But as I'm rewatching it, I am really, truly not a fan. Although I do love Robert Downey Jr.
How dare
That was so adorable.
Thanks.
Okay, and then I also watched Soul Surfer, Guilty Pleasure. It's about Bethany Hamilton, how she gets her... I had to do it for a project, so I own the movie.
I've literally never heard of it. Is it like 127 hours? but
Yeah, no.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
With a woman?
A girl gets her arm bit off by a shark, and she's like a pro surfer, and it's about her like learning to get back up on the board, and how like God's plan for her or whatever.
God's plan.
It was inspiring to
Was.
me as a wee bab, but now that I'm like older, I'm like, there is no God, no one can save me. So I mean that happened.
Alright, cool. Anything else?
No, but I have some further suggestions. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll talk about it later. Whatever. You'll get.
Whoa!
Yeah, dude! High five! Ow! Ah! What did I watch? I watched.
Would you be my neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor? Oui, oui, mamie. God, that's so good. That movie is. That's so good. I want to watch it again.
Yes.
I mean, like, it brings up so many relevant issues that are relevant today, but also made sense way back when. What was I saying? What am I saying? I don't know, man. It's just a good movie. Watch it if you haven't. It's fantastic. It's so good. I'm not usually big on documentaries. Like, I'll watch some sometimes, but it's not like I'll actively seek out one. And there's always, to me, when I'm watching a documentary, there's always a lull where I'm just kind of like, okay, how much longer is there? That never happened with this one. I was constantly, like, paying close attention. I was constantly wondering what was coming next, and just, like, it was such an emotional trip. And it was like, oof. That's how you documentary. And that's it. That's all I have to say about that.
I love documentaries.
Thanks. Let's move on to our newest and final segment, which I'm probably going to have to write a jingle for. I just realized that.
Jingle!
M3 suggestions. Jingle.
We're gonna make a suggestion for you today, and you better watch it or else.
11:34.
Okay.
All right, so in this segment, which we'll probably be doing weekly from now on, even with essays, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge. We here at M3 Movies are going to be suggesting a movie, a book, a piece of art, a video game, any piece of media that we think that you might like to explore further on down the road. So Jenny, you said you had one?
You can go first.
I don't have one. You go.
Oh my.
I thought you said you had one.
Yeah, but like now I'm torn because I remember what we were talking about last night.
Uh-huh.
What movie were we like ranting about last night?
It wasn't. Hot Fuzz, was it?
Hot Fuzz. Ooh, we could do that one. Should I do Budapest or Hot Fuzz?
What were we ranting
Moonrise?
about last night?
No, we were talking about Hot Fuzz.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. It's up to you. It's your time to shine.
I
girlfriend.
need guidance.
What was that voice?
I don't know. I was trying to imitate an elf who needs guidance from a wise wizard.
It works.
Thank you.
We're thinking, get over it.
Yeah. All right.
Moonrise Kingdom.
I was going to
I'm-
explain that we took a pause there to think things through. We took a pause there to think things through.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Wow.
It is a Wes Anderson film
Yeah.
about two 12-year-olds who fall in love and run away together. And yeah.
I can speak on behalf of it too. It's phenomenal.
Love that movie. Wes Anderson is so good with characters.
Mhm.
The entire film, I've talked about this in my previous essay because I love this movie. I also watched Fantastic Mr. Fox recently. Forgot to mention that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, love that movie.
How'd
Anyway,
you do that? I've been meaning to watch that.
I have it if you want to borrow it.
Okay, I probably
Okay.
will. Anyway, go on.
Yes. Wes Anderson talked about how, I've mentioned this before, obviously, but how he wanted this movie to kind of like remind people of like the nostalgia of falling in love for the first time and like feel or like help people relate to that feeling. And like he really achieves that. Like it's incredible. Like even my brother, who was like 23 and had never had a girlfriend, 22. The first time he saw it, he was like, yeah, I felt like I knew something more afterwards. Like, I don't know, there's just something so...
He does a fantastic job of portraying, like, falling in love for the first time.
He really does. And just, like, dedication and kind of, like, the... What's the word? Where it's, like, something
Commitment?
eyes?
Eye Factory?
No. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Where they make the eyes.
No, it's like when you look, like, it's something with, like, pink shades,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
violet glasses, rose tinted something,
Gold, rose gold
rose glasses.
boy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just kind of like how they're still kids and like I don't know. It really hits home.
Yeah, it
and all the
does.
characters are so deeply flawed in their
Oh,
own
God,
ways,
absolutely.
and the dialogue is so precise about how it reveals it. Like there's no dancing around the ideas, but it's also dancing around. Like they plainly state.
It's blatant without being blatant.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That's so good. It is so good. And Frances McDormand. Oof.
And also Bruce Willis, like you will never recognize him.
Uh-huh.
Bill Murray.
Two small people. By which I mean children.
Oh, Kaya Hayworth.
Uh,
And what's his name?
Timmy?
Oh my god!
Jenny just dropped her phone on my phone.
I am so sorry. James Gilman. Edward Norton.
Oh, right,
Tilda
yeah.
Swinton. Jason
Yeah.
Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Bob Balaban.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
narrator.
Literally, so many famous people. Like every Wes Anderson movie.
It's so good. It's
Really
so
a must-see.
good.
Hanton.
Me? Who? Moi?
Aw.
This is going to be a bit of a shock, seeing as how we're a movie podcast and a movie channel. But I am actually going to recommend Batman Arkham City, like the weird nerd that I am. I don't play a lot of video games.
He doesn't.
I don't.
It's a nightmare trying to talk to one about him.
What?
It's a nightmare to try to talk to you about them.
What does that mean?
I mean, like, I'll be like, hey, have you played Skyrim? And you're like,
I don't know what a Skyrim is. This video game is fantastic. I've played it so many times. It has such a strong aesthetic, which I really appreciate in a movie or piece of art or whatever. I don't know. But like when I see a piece of art that has a distinctive like feeling to it, I appreciate that. And like this game is so solid in that aspect. And like it feels like you're Batman. And I like to be Batman.
like to be Batman.
It's just so much fun, and it's not a very difficult game, which makes sense because I don't play difficult games. But I don't know. It's just it looks beautiful. It plays fantastically, and it's cheap now because it's an older game. So if you haven't checked it out, do that. It's dark and it's gritty and it's fun and it's awesome. So that's my M3 suggestion for this week. And with that wraps up this almost hour and 20-minute long podcast.
This concludes.
I think this is gonna be our longest one yet.
Probably
So
because I wouldn't shut up.
no. Yeah.
Ouch!
No, I'm sorry.
You're supposed to disagree with me.
Anyway, that wraps things up. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe and like
Come
and
to
comment.
Brazil.
Come to Brazil?
Yeah.
Was that Madagascar?
Oh, honey. No, that's like a thing where everyone, like, they'll go to a YouTube video and they'll just comment "Come to Brazil" on it.
Okay. Thanks for watching and listening. I'm Jack.
I'm Jenny.
Goodbye.